So the DJI Action 5 Pro is a perfect little vlogging camera, but with some few added accessories and some change of settings, you can make this camera even better. So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in today's video. Oh, forgot my drone. See, this is like my go-to curry case for everything. Got the drones, you got my camera, perfect. But the problem now is, where do I fly it? That's the thing about living in the countryside, you see, you got trees everywhere. I'm sure I'll find somewhere. I've actually not flown this that many times, and it is a little bit windy today, so I'm kind of hoping that it should be okay. No, that's not how you turn it on. 1, 2. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. Yeah.
So the first and probably most important accessory that you will need to get for the Action 5 Pro are the ND filters, because they will be useful for the settings that I'm going to talk about later on. And if you're not sure what ND filters are, they're basically sunglasses for your camera that help you to achieve that cinematic look. Now personally, I like to use filters that you have to slide on instead of the ones that you have to screw on. And the reason for this is simply because if you need to change them quickly, it's less hassle. Also, you will avoid getting dust in the lens.
Now I want to see how well this thing flies home. So I think we click on that. Nope.
Return to home.
Oh, there you go. You gotta hold it. Look at the little thing go.
Landing.
That's pretty cool. Literally landed exactly where it took off. Not bad. Wow, it's a bit chilly. Hands are freezing. So the other accessory that I want to talk about is the cage. Now, when you buy the Action 5 Pro, it already comes with this plasticky cage mount thing. But the problem with that one is that it doesn't have a cold shoe mount. And the reason why you would use a cold shoe mount is to attach different things like an external microphone, or do what I do and attach a flashlight to it. Now the Action 5 Pro is pretty good in low light, but having that extra light does help. And what's also good about this cage that it also comes with a 1/4" screw hole, which will allow me to attach things like this clamp, for example. And having a clamp like this just helps me to get more creative shots when I'm filming, as it will allow me to mount it to different surfaces.
And to keep all my filming accessories together, I use a case made by Tellison. The thing that I love about this case is that it's lightweight and durable, and it also keeps the important things like the SD card and the batteries dry and safe. And as always, I will leave the link in my description for all the products I'm using in this video.
We finally have sunshine. Like this past 2 months, we had such bad weather. We had snow, which is very unusual for where we live. We had winds that completely like destroyed everything. And finally we have sunshine. Let's go have a barbie. It's still pretty cold though, but it's never too cold for a barbecue. Put that to dry. Now we need to go and get some firewood. Perfect. Look at Oscar just staring. What's going on here? Hey. See you later, Oscar. Yeah, that should do it. So we had to relocate because it was a nice view, but it was a little bit too windy.
So while my steaks are cooking, let's go through some of the settings that I use to get the best possible footage out of the Action 5 Pro. And the first thing that I did was set the texture and noise reduction to -2. I then turned on the manual exposure and set that to 1/50. And the ISO is set to 100 to 1600. For resolution, I set it to 4K 16:9, and for the frame rate, I set that to 25 frames per second. And throughout this whole video, those are the settings that I was using. And the only thing that I changed was the filters depending on how sunny or dark it was.
Trying to multitask here is impossible, so I'm trying to film at the same time cooking the potatoes and making sure that the peppercorn sauce doesn't burn. I need more hands. Boom. Let's see how the potatoes are doing. Yeah. And to finish things off with a pinch of salt. Bosh. Not bad for a Friday. Oh, that was delicious. But we're gonna call it a night because I got a lot of cleaning up to do. And as always, I'll see you lot in the next one. Cheerio. Where do I begin? Dishwasher.